Hi. I know I'm a half hour late, but with good reason. Because today is the release of the Prosperity update pack. It's here. It's real. Vega, not currently real. Still currently chilling inside this cryo pod. That might be a problem in a few minutes. Point is, I waited the time to make sure that the update came out, and now that the update's out, we're here. As far as what the update... Oh, hold on. I see a hauler off in the distance. Oh, nope. Vega's here. We're good. Hey, Vega. So, fun new features include a lot of stuff that we don't really care about. There's a new spawn, like initial spawn ship if you spawn with nothing in space. It's newer, slightly sleeker, uses hydrogen thrust instead of ions, and other cool features. There are now stairs, particularly which one of these? Yeah, short stairs are now included as part of the stairs collection. Bunch of DLC stairs as well. But most important for the immediate moment is a bunch of convenience features, and you know this giant structural platform I've been using as a floor? And you know how there was an option to use the structural platform connector to have some like logistics to the sides? Well, allow me to introduce you to the structural platform conveyor. It's a structural platform, but it doesn't use a connector for its logistics. It uses just a regular conveyor. It's basically a massive conveyor junction. And I'm gonna replace the floor with it, is my plan. So, first order of business, I am going to detach the ship so that there's no gravity nonsense as I work on this. And I'm going to replace the floor, and I'm going to overhaul our, internal logistics pipes and all of that to make it a lot more good and interesting. At least a lot more clean and usable. That'll do. Actually, you know what? Just to make things additionally easy... Well, no, I could get the stuff from the connector. I'm going to roll the ship. Sorry, pitch the ship this way. All that pretty good. Okay. So now we need to figure out a way to safely and securely hot swap this floor out. There you go. Ooh, we should probably So the big issue with swapping out the floor is that it will probably mess with some of the things it's connected to. So we need to prepare for that. I'm going to prepare for that by just dumping my inventory. And I'm going to unbuild the structural platform such that it's see-through, because it's just structural pylons. And then we can evaluate what we have to work with. Okay, this is a nice view. So my biggest concern is the gyros. The gyros are going to detach no matter what I do, because they only have one point of attachment and I'm removing it. Oh, while I'm here, I should also depressurize the cabin, just to make sure that there's no funny business. And with the cabin depressurized, we can open that up and everything's fine and good. You know, just to make sure we don't lose air for no good reason. I feel like the rest of the ship is structurally attached enough that nothing else will spontaneously disassemble. But I think the gyros are inevitable. I'm gonna check the outside of the ship just to make sure that I don't see any parts of, I mean, I don't see any parts of the ship regardless. I think we're clear to detach. I'm going to detach the floor. The gyros will become disconnected. Just want to see through here to make sure it is attached in some way. It is. Okay. Good. So, barring the gyroscopes currently attached to nothing, the ship should still be entirely functional. Pretty much. These are, of course, on a different grid now. So we need to remove the gyroscopes and then rebuild them.
Inventory full.
In basically the exact same location.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Now, if we want to remove them and replace them with them in the same orientation, we'd have to, like, go through the other side. But I think it'd be fine if we attach the gyroscopes instead to the nearby battery. So I'm going to do that. Outside of me fixing up the meridian like this, I guess we should also talk about what we're going to be doing normally. And the big thing is that we got that brand new and exciting ship from the store. The store being an enemy faction that we fought to the death for. Against. And we can probably set that up to actually be a proper war combat ship. That's my vision. I put it in storage. I should probably start taking it out of storage. And then Thega can probably look it over while I'm fixing out the floor. But I do this because it's a, large ship. Share with faction. There we go. Click on that. Retrieve from storage. Cool. How long is that going to take? About 5 minutes. Cool. So in 5 minutes, the warship we stole shall appear. Meanwhile... one gyro replaced. One more gyro to go.
Inventory full.
We'll take a lot of random lag.
Inventory full.
Oh, was that the ship appear? No, it hasn't been 5 minutes. It's only been like 1. Okay, next gyro is go. I'm going to point them so that the terminal is on the bottom, because that seems like the most convenient way to access this, if we ever wanted to access it directly. In truth, we could always just, access it through another terminal somewhere. But the option's available. I wonder if, like, a large ship spawns somewhere mysteriously. Okay. Next up. So I'm evaluating the structure and organization of everything down here. We are about to have a conveyor junction port pointed there, there, and there, and here. And it's a question of if we want to mildly reorganize the things down here to accommodate that. In particular, I'm thinking, what if we remove this, remove all of these, because this is just like... Oh, okay, I mean, the cargo component, the cargo... That can be moved anywhere. These conveyors were built specifically to bring the like conveyor junctions up to the top of the vessel. And I'm thinking right now we get rid of this and then just handle it up here. We get that for free. So I think we can get rid of all of this tubing. Move this to here, I suppose. Move the tank over. And we've optimized everything. Whoop-de-doo. The problem part is actually moving the tank. Oh, my survivor level has increased. Because we can't just move the tank, we're going to lose all the oxygen inside. I don't know if we have oxygen storage on the base proper. I mean, we should. We need oxygen to power the... well, to have the greenhouse. So it's full. I think I choose to make a temporary oxygen tank in another location here. In order to like just temporarily store the oxygen inside, because oxygen is a little valuable. Not so much because it is valuable, but because if we don't have it, it will be made with our ice, and the ice is valuable because we're balancing like every single system in existence with ice. So let's start the exchange. I'm going to use this for our temporary oxygen tank, which I will place here. We need a way for the oxygen to access itself. That's why I'm doing this.
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh, I didn't expect we had enough material on board. I thought it would all be in the base, or the hull breaker. Okay, so you are our brand new oxygen tank. I should have left... there it is. Stockpile in here. We should expect you to empty, or at least get close enough to empty that we don't have to care. There might be some oxygen mulling about in the system a little. I'm gonna trust that was a meteor storm and not check if anything's wrong. Okay, this is... so... are you doing alright there, buddy? Okay, I trust it. Oh, hey, there's our ship! Think of where did you go? The mercenary ship that we stole is available for work.
Energy low.
In case you were interested. Oh, you went to hijack a hauler, okay. Sorry, I did not realize that. Oh, you have fun with that. I'm gonna keep ripping out the floor. Okay, let's see here. Where's my oxygen? So, oh, it's because I stole all the air. Right. Okay, so... the preliminary plan is just move that here. That also means this needs to go. Means I want to move as much of this inventory to any other inventory. difficulty is actually going to be finding room. I'll just put it wherever I can manage. Not hide empty. Frankly, I'd like to hide full. We sort by storage inventories. There we go. Yeah, just wherever is... Oh, there's an entire empty one we can use. Perfect. Very good, very good. Okay, that has been successfully detached. What are you? Insect. Oh, okay. That's going to change our operating procedures. That's okay.
Inventory full.
Clear out our inventory a little bit.
Inventory full.
Clear out our inventory a lot of it. All this to move one block, one grid space. Then the cargo go here. This will be great because it's perfectly in line with how we're going to be using this anyway. I need an interior plate. If only I had some of those. But truly cruel is the fate. Excellent. Okay. We are almost ready to proceed. But I want to modify this. This is currently our primary logistics hub, but we now need it to access from here. So, assuming we don't mess with anything else here, because why would we? T junction, C junction. Unfortunate. T junction, it's pointing the correct way. Very good. Yeah, I'm about to run out of oxygen as well. Might want to do something about that, self. Or I could not. Should at least eat. I got a fruit pastry. Good there. You know, the oxygen should be connected to the system right now. If I clear this out, I could pressurize the cap, but I think I'm going to take the responsible choice and just go refill my oxygen tank at the local oxygen thing. The survival kit. Oh, hold on. I'll check that in a moment. Here I have a actual inventory I'm looking at, please. A bottle. Thank you. Okay, how's the survival kit looking? It is looking... The survival kit is attached to the rest of the base. Blocks on. Power is good. The survival kit should be working. Yep, see, there you are. Oh, yeah, no, we have descriptive names now. You can stop stockpiling, and you can start stockpiling again. Oh, there's no method of attachment right now. Because it's going into nothing here, and the pipes are all disconnected. That's funny, but it's kind of providing a chicken and egg problem right now. Don't die for a second. The survival kit might be about to be offline. I just need to get the... I just need to get the material back to the original oxygen tank. There we go. And then I will use this stuff to make the conveyor components over there. I will then rip out this section and figure out how we want to reimagine the rear of the ship. Because now the rear of the ship really does not have much responsibility when it comes to logistics and plumbing. You're looking pretty empty.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Uh-oh. Okay, so from here we want to go here and reimagine this connection. E-junction pointing down, good. Curve connection right. Did it like automatically select that, or did I just make a mistake? Also, I forgot I have to actually like build this first, otherwise I can't reach it. Good. Everything should be ready. I should just be able to plop down the new floor and it'll work. So let's do that. So, what if it's been connected to this field? Platform conveyor, platform connect, platform conveyor. There we are. Now, stylistically, do we want our fancy floor paneling to go that way or this way? I kind of like it going down the middle, but I think this might be a more... like, less of a tripping hazard. I don't know. Do it like that. You can see the access panel, structural girder. And the ship is fully functional once more.
Energy low.
Let's cycle the airlock a little bit just so that we know it's behaving good. Great. And we can stop the pressurization here. I think I still have the oxygen tank set to stockpile. be in the small section. There we are. Cool, new floor. Oh wait, no, we should still keep this depressurized because we're still doing work. Particularly this work.
Inventory full.
Oops. Yeah, a lot of things need to be reconsidered in terms of their location and position. These are lots of things there now. Interesting. I'm not really interested in changing the structural, like, silhouette profile of the ship. We can keep this as is, even though we could theoretically sleek it in right here. We might, actually. It's almost possible we could just... Oh, these need to go as well. I acknowledge the energy is low. I will...
Energy critical.
There we go. Sitting there for a bit. Nice and relaxed. Energy good. Let's proceed. These are now no longer relevant. This is now no longer relevant. This is now no longer relevant. Wow, a lot of the rear of the ship can be reinterpreted. Now this is the air vent. Just to confirm. Yes, there is conveyor going across the roof. So this is the air vent, then there's conveyor, then there's the other vent, and then conveyors going around the side. So that's fine. And it does mean that, you know, this being the air vent, it can stay there, but it also means that these pipes don't need to be rerouted to get that back to the system. It's still on the system.
Inventory full.
Oops. Why did you fall? Are we in the gravity well? I feel like we were a little part of the gravity. Okay, and we do need to, well, I mean, we can move the timer blocks, but we are still operating here. We could try some leakening. This also doesn't strictly need to do. Kind of losing the sense of system here. Hi, welcome back. We don't have room on this slope to cut in horizontally. We could try and do some... I know I tried to do like a trench thing before. We could try that again. Part of me doesn't really want to endanger the delicate oxygen tank all that much. I think I'd rather just fill in at least this space, of course. This also has warrant to concealed. Be good. I'm just thinking, we wanted this to be like a modular hauler type thing, and I'm wondering if maybe we could move the merge block forward. We needed the panels in this configuration to allow this pedestal to exist. Awkwardly, the way I'm kind of looking at this, the meridian moved one down. And this turret is using up all of this space as is. Okay, I think I might just take the uninteresting option and fill in this again. The other thing we have to do is you need to be emptied of all of your everything. Because you're no longer connected to anything. Got a lot of considerations. Thega, you probably already noticed, but there's another vessel around. The assault... Well, I mean, we have to remove them somewhere else, but the assault cannon should stay on board. Do want the ship to be fair enough. You do have your secret methods. The scrap is something to be defined. I mean, it would be cool. I tend to do a lot of purchasing of stuff. That much in particular isn't too big. Actually, how much space credits do I have right now? How do I even look at that information casually? Oh, I have 5 million.
Inventory full.
I think the only place that makes sense for the connector would be here, now that this is where the cargo container is. Not ideal. Did we take damage recently? Oh, you found like a secret stash from a thing. Where is it telling you to deliver it? Because I can take you there, and then you can get the reward. There should be a GPS marker that showed up. It should be like orange. Oh, that's solved. I guess the magnetic plate can be moved to here.
Energy low.
Okay. Just get a lot of steel plate and fill in these holes. I also forget. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. The only thing to be mildly concerned about is that there is a vague notion of like a time limit. But we'll figure it out. Okay, I think the ship's ready. You need to stop pressurizing, and we should be good.
Energy critical.
Don't worry, I'm in the chair. Oh, hi, welcome back. Did you do whatever you were trying to do? Actually, hold on. What's that you have there? New and red. Pretty stylish. All right, where's that contract? I found the credits. Where's the contract? You find something like some sort of mysterious contraband or whatever? Oh, the Meridian. Oh, okay. You mean the new one I just made? Yep, intercept the transmissions. Where was it initially? Just on this red ship? Gotcha. You might be the only one with the contract. I'm not sure. I'm gonna look up. Like, contract status. Available contract. We need the contract block. Oh, it's apparently semicolon. Okay, so you can look at it in semicolon menu. Did you look at semicolon menu? Here's your intercepted transmission back. You mean it won't let you? It's just a menu. You press the button and it opens. That is very strange. Okay, I'll check Discord real quick. Okay, payment 66,000, reputation 125, failure reputation distance 91.2 kilometer, risk level low, duration 1 hour. Okay, there should be a GPS coordinate showing where to deliver it. That direction? Well, conveniently 91.2 kilometers away, you are looking in the exact direction of Rockwell Shipyard, so guess that's where we're going. Now, before we leave, I would like to plant some plants. Actually, no. If we leave and then they dry out, come back. No. Let's just go. We got this new ship. Let's go there. Oh, actually, before we leave, just for preparation purposes, want to... Okay, we have a decent amount of food in reserve. 13 red pellets, and we're going to be cryoing on the way there. We'll be okay. One quick check, though, if you could follow me. I have taken our mercenary warship out of storage, and I intend to leave it here. But while we're out, we may want to consider what we want to, like, get for it. Like, in terms of repairing the thing. I mean, it's legally repaired, but, like, adding parts to it. Like, it's only got one of its forward engines, the other one's been sheared clean off. Just in case we want to buy material. The entire thing is missing an entire nacelle. I'm in the market for artillery stuff. The hangar is could be a little bit more airtight. Okay. Regardless, we need to go to Rockwell. It's going to be about a 15-minute journey. I'm sorry, we just have to haul through it. On the way there, maybe we can do some math. Enter the ship at your convenience. I'm in the airlock waiting for you. Alright, how's fuel looking on the ship? Oh, fuel is at 18%. I'm going to quickly redock and stockpile some hydrogen from the base tanks.
Meteor storm inbound.
There's also a meteor storm inbound, so be excited for that. This area's gotten a little bit cluttered. So I need to, like, carefully dodge all the ships we just have parked around. Okay, go to the hydrogen tanks. It's on the ship. Please stockpile all of them. We spent a lot of fuel during our exciting escapades of fighting the ship last time. A lot of evasive maneuvers had to happen. Fill, 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 fill. We are good. Stockpile off. Detach the ship. Okay, we are clear of the station. Aligning to Rockwell. Launching in 3, 2, 1. We are away. Cool. Pretty nice. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Space Engineers Wiki and do some math while we're on our journey. Because I want to see how close we are to jump drive technology. Like what materials it needs, how much of the material it needs, what's the actual like build requirements here. Okay, construction. Passengers adopt shifts, how to jump. I want like material costs. Recipe. Okay. Construction components, computers, power cells, detectors, gravity, metal grid, steel plate. Yeah, this is the correct time to go BRB. We got nothing to do for 15 minutes. So it seems like the main elements are the gravity components and the power cells. I think we have enough gravity components around, but just in case we won't, I will factor those in. A lot of power cells, but that's just tedium. 1,000 superconductors, though. Let's start with the gravity components. Gravity component requires silver, gold, cobalt, and iron. I think we have all that. I think we also just have gravity components somewhere. Okay. We need 1,000 superconductors. And one superconductor requires iron, 10 kilograms of iron, and 8 kilograms of gold. Interesting. So to make 1,000, we would expect to need 8,000 kilograms of gold. How much gold do we have? I think I left the gold at the base. Tragic, but understandable. I feel like it was only about 1,000 grams, assuming that's the unit. I saw like a 1K in there somewhere. So I'm pretty sure we've seen silver around. Just go into my collection of GPS. Yep, we have a source of silver. So gravity component's not a problem. Iron is just, we have iron. So we just need gold. We need to find a source of gold, or we need to steal more gold from our enemies. Both are acceptable. And then this 15-minute voyage will be not 15 minutes anymore. The power requirements will be immense, but... fine. Hey, welcome back. We are about 15 kilometers out from an unknown beacon that just flashed above us. What do you say about a little detour? I just need to isolate it real quick. Quickly look at my GPS. I'm removing Hillcrest from the list of... and also the respawn. I don't need them right now. Did I just see that there, or was that the respawn pod going away? Where are you? "15 kilometers dead ahead." This could prove to be hyper dangerous. We'll find out in about 2 minutes. I should add a toggle to the control seat to enable or disable the guns. Might be the responsible thing to do. I also feel like maybe I should have emptied the ship. I've made many mistakes today. I'm sure I'll make some more. Sorry, is that another one? Off to the side? Also 15 kilometers away, conveniently, coincidentally. I see something. Possibly an asteroid? Could be dealing with an asteroid base of some kind. Yeah, that's totally our target. "30 seconds out. Safe House Station. It's not hostile. But the faction that owns it is unknown to us. Being an asteroid station, I can very easily just sort of approach it from the other side of itself. I think we're dealing with some sort of abandoned facility here, but if you want to be the vanguard, go ahead. I'll monitor the situation from here best I can. Immediately I'm seeing, I think that's a colorable solar panel. There's another entrance on this side. Ooh, a drone. That kind of makes sense. The drone is... it's doing its best. Drone doesn't look armed. It's just like an old station keeping buddy. Right, then I'm heading out. I think this station isn't inherently hostile. Is this really the only entrance? I thought I saw another, but it might have just been this algae pillar. I guess this is the way in. Oh, you know, this looks like, looks interesting. Let's see, we've got magnesium. A prototech frame? Ooh, a data pad. Architect. Hey, Professor, this is to borrow, not to keep. I need to know what this thing I found is. Borrow, not keep. Well, I'm absolutely taking that prototech frame. Who knows what we could use it for? The answer is prototech stuff. Superconductors and another data pad. Was this worth killing them over? Maybe. Looks like it. Sometimes that's all you have to go on. Prototech panel! We're getting some decent Prototech stuff, and I'm very happy about the superconductors. Reduces the amount of gold we need. Here. Controls the airlock, allegedly. There's another door down here. Probably to the living quarters, pressurized and all that. Likely cut through the window instead. You're really hung up on this door, huh? Can you repair it real quick? Like, fill it back in. I should be able to, no, like, fix it. Thank you. There you go. Okay, quick dump off of the materials I have right now. I can use the drill as the access point. What do you mean 3 components could not be deposited? How big? Oh, the drill is probably not connected to the rest of the network anymore. Oops. I guess we'll have to move that. And frankly, if we can move it down here, the inset connector side attachment, I think I set it going backwards. But if we set it going forward, we could just have it along the bottom here. It would be a military weak point of our ship, but I think it would be fine. Oh, the airlock button works. Welcome, engineer. Elapsed time since last visit, 417 days. Yeah, this place is abandoned. Iron ore, though. More prototech panels destroyed. Please get rid of it. Get rid of all of it. Things were fine before. This new group is not needed, nor are they wanted. Interesting. Scary airlock button. And yeah, this is like residential rooms. They got platinum and silver and reactor and more superconductors. Splendid. Anti-radiation medkit, some scraps, some material panel. Okay, I think this place is safe. It's run down, but it appears to be safe. Which is good. Ooh. Somewhere here's an insect kitchen with some good food. Is that in the airlock? No? Okay, which one of these things that I'm looking at is an insect kitchen? You? Yeah, you. Garden slaw, some food paste. Okay, aside from this place being pretty nice, mostly just a general unassuming base structure. I'm just gonna prioritize whatever happens to be of interest here. Ooh. The desk. Ooh, data pack. There was a customer who returned an oxygen tank. They said it worked fine, then suddenly stopped. It was empty. Oh, help me God. That's some funny customer service right there. Okay, silver, platinum, explosive, superconductor. Reactor components are more valuable than the radio components, I feel. We're gonna have to cycle the airlock a few times to get all this out. I'm also worried that the base or that the ship doesn't have enough room. Maybe we can, like, put some emergency cargo containers inside if needed. Ooh, twin sail merchant ship, 10 kilometers out. Also, somewhere back in the direction we came from, not that I can remember where that is now. We care about the ore so much. We have magnesium here and magnesium here. Some of it's ore, some of it's material. A half-built gravity generator. You could ransack that for the gravity components inside. Survival kit's dead. This is a battery. I don't know. Definitely taking the prototech stuff. Can't buy that on the market. Hello. So what's the verdict? Actually, here's the question. How much time is left on your contract? Okay, we do have time, but just remember, it's going to take us 10 minutes to get to Rockwell from here. In the meantime, how are you thinking about the base itself? Do we strip it apart? Do we just steal what's inside? Do we mark it as like one of our houses? I don't either. I think I just want to take the important components and then leave it for later. Yeah. In that case, let's fix the survival kit that's here. Okay, you press the button. Thank you. Alright, so... computer, display, motor, all of these things we have. Need 3 computers and 4 motors. We almost certainly have one in the ship. Yes, we do. Offline. Why is that? Oh, access denied, of course. Then survival kit. Turn that on. Okay. This locale is now operational. Okay, safe house is online. Got the solar panel outside, so it should be self-sustaining. Everything should be good here. Like for the base or for the survival kit? Alright, you have the kit. I mean, I think it's just rusty for aesthetic reasons. Maybe you need like full control over the entire facility for that. That might have to be a later objective. I kind of want to just get your mission done with. Let's just make sure we mark here. Position, let's just say... That'll do. As long as we remember this exists, we can come back to it at some point. Almost closed the door on me. Alright, onwards to Rockwell. Oh, right, the drone. I mean, I guess that'll just chill there, I suppose. You guard the fort, little buddy. kind of off our original trajectory, so I don't know how safe the path is going to be. Okay, so total haul from that. Super. 78 superconductors, 1 Prototech frame, and 6 Prototech panels. That's pretty good. Wonder what we'll use it for. So that lowers the gold requirement on us to make the jump drive. The whole ship is kind of full on stuff. How about we look at the Prototech stuff? Let's see. Prototech. Alright. How do we... Oh, is this just a collection of every single Prototech thing ever? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Looks like it. Okay, so this is just the Prototech button. What are the Prototech options? Prototech thruster. Oh, we need a lot of Prototech panels for that. Well, in large grid. What about small grid? 10 panels. Don't have enough. Is the ship rolling or... oh, okay. Go back to my menu. Prototech thrusters, Prototech refinery. 675. This is a small grid Prototech refinery? Weird. Prototech assembler, 70. Prototech gyroscope, 70 on small grid. These are small grid numbers. Prototech battery requires no... Okay, no, it does require 6 panels, but that's only for armor. It does require Prototech circuitry, though, so we can't do it. Prototech drill requires 6 panel, but it requires circuitry and capacitors. Fusion reactor. Prototech panels again. Capacitor circuitry. Okay, yeah, we are not near that in terms of capability. We're getting there. Okay, about 8. So, whoa. Pirate scout located 10 kilometers to our left. I forget ship coordinates. I think that's port. I'm not engaging, in case you don't mind. Or if you don't mind. In case you were wondering. Well, it seems like they want to engage with us. Yeah, mostly I just want to make sure we don't run into an asteroid. Got food paste there. I will be out of the range of the drone soon enough. Nothing to worry about. think Clang is using this drill to troll me. For long-term operations, we may need to reconfigure it. Five minutes to go. How's our resources? Hydrogen tanks are at 94%. Oxygen hasn't even made a dent. The ship's looking good. Probably a bit heavier for what it does, but I like it. Actually, why did the rails connection change? Or was it simply because you can't put most things
Meteor
into a
storm
drill?
inbound.
If I go to the drill and I pick up... No, it is not connected to the rest of the ship's inventory. But why did swapping out the floor change that? The floor wasn't cargo to begin with. Maybe something to do with the old cargo container moving and replacing it with the oxygen tank did something. That seems pretty far. The cargo container moves closer. Why would that make it less connected? You know, worst case scenario, we could just put a little corner bend right here. Have this be a thing. Should go right to where that is. Okay, just about 3 minutes out from target. Do some cool missions while we're there. Actually, maybe I want to organize our inventories a bit. My motivation is I want to know what stuff aboard we'd be interested in selling. Normally, I would have emptied the ship before we left. I kind of forgot to do that. In the premonition of losing track of time. 2 minutes. The cryo chambers. Hide empty. Filter the storage inventories. Okay, focus on the arrival. I should stop risking it. As much as I would love to multitask, there is a time and place for it. Right there. So we're slightly angled above the station. That gives us some safety buffer, but also our acceleration is good enough. It doesn't matter. Oh, there's the bubble. Let's start slowing down. Half speed. I think I'm starting to make out some features internally. I think we're approaching from above. Which is fine. I wonder what the station is in the business of buying from us. And we have arrived. We're here. Careful of gravity, it's about to get weird. Whoop. Welcome to Rockwell. Home of this guy with the cool visor. Look at that cool visor. You're still enjoying your floating corner there with the fish. You and your buddy in the toilet. Congratulations on completing your contract. What's the market have? If interesting. You know what? Got some flatbread. I'm buying some flatbread. Okay, what are they looking for in terms of thing? I seem really interested in buying some gravity components, but we need those. Let's do price per unit. Gravity component explosives. We did get some explosives from Safe House. Don't have many though. They're buying thruster components, of which we have 4, at least 4 here. Conductors are available. Reactor components are. I don't think it's worth it to worry too much about what's buying. Steel plates are going for a pretty good rate, considering they're steel plate. Oh, they give us the historical prices of these things. Prices have gone up, prices have gone down. Horrifying. What's a contract to do? Courier contract, repair contract, salvage contract. Planetary, too far away. We could do a nearby salvage. Just to get some stuff. Technical blueprints, 20 kilometers away. Small payment. 66 thruster components. Yeah, let's do a salvage while we're here. I accept your contract. I'll try organizing my inventory a bit more while we're out. See if there is stuff to sell. Some nice sellables. More importantly, we have cool thing to salvage. Okay, 19 kilometers across the moon. Ooh, interesting. We have entered moon gravity. Thank goodness I turned on cruise control right before that happened. We're not scraping too far. Maybe that'll be a concern when we're returning. Like if we're dragging the wreckage with us. Something to consider. By the way, we're halfway there. There's big explosion. It appears that we have spiritually arrived. Oh wait, that might just be more than a simple explosion. I think there's like a reactor that's damaged. We might be in the radiation poisoning arc of our story. Yeah, that doesn't look healthy. Okay, so when we dispatch to work on the ship, we need to find and either repair or dismantle the reactor immediately. To point us away so that the door is facing the ship we're trying to get to. We have stopped. There's a good chance Thega's just not here right now. Work on this. Okay, where is the reactor? Can we see it from out here? Is it exposed to the vacuum? Is it exposed to my line of sight? It does appear to be directional, at least. I'm hitting the uranium. I'm being exposured. Okay, awkwardly, it's not on the interior of the ship. Exhaust cap. Oh, I see it!
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I do not have the resources to fix... Okay, but it's been disabled now. Good. Okay, the ship is now safe to approach. Radiation-wise. Where'd the Meridian go? Came from Rockwell, and then I flew past it awkwardly, so... Yep, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna bring the ship in closer now that it's safe. Okay, let's see what we have here. Small, reasonably sized ship, decent interior. Data pad. There's no point to the evacuation call. It'll be over before they have time to react. Let their last month fix that. You just open. You know, mopey. Well, there's the blueprints. And some free money. So we now have what we need. The ship is rotating. Has that always been true? Where's the gyroscope? We need to stop that. Here's the gyroscope. Stop that roll.
Inventory full.
They do like to rotate. Override off. Stabilized. Ship shouldn't really have power. I'd remove the reactor's function. So maybe it's still got some charge in the batteries. Ion thruster seem on. Ship doesn't seem to be very cargo oriented. Interesting that it has a staircase, or well, yeah, that it has a staircase while simultaneously being ion powered. Maybe it's more like for moon operation or just getting into the ship normally from a station. Reasonable. What did I just remove? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, iron ore, nickel ore, some displays, some basic components. The control seat is not functioning. But I'm kind of motivated to repair it. Got the displays too. Oh no, we need a computer. How about we see what's in the ship? Our ship. Enough, apparently. There we go. But I made it. Okay, what do we have here? Broadcast controller access denied, incomplete, 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 incomplete. Just the broadcast controller and the warfare battery are acting up. Welcome back, Vega. I'm salvaging a ship. You may have noticed. I'm gonna try to hack it, but if I fail, I fail. I fail. Do we have one power cell on our ship somewhere? Maybe we should just have those around for easy battery hacking. We do. Great. Okay, now we just need to hack the broadcast controller and the ship should be ours. We'll deal with the reactor later. Where is the broadcast boy? Broadcast controller. Got inset bed. You. Ship should be fully ours now. Oh yeah, this thing turns. Let's see, what thrust do we have working right now? We have backwards thrust and up thrust. And that's it. Okay, well, let's not trust the ship to correct its own attitude. Let's bring it in. Prep the docking. More of the capture. We are locked. Are you gonna sit in there for the duration of our journey back? As long as you don't rotate the ship from the seat, we'll be fine. Okay, aligning ourselves to Rockwell. Parting in 3, 2, 1. We are away. Good stuff. May have rotated the ship. Oh no, we're fine. I think I just like collided weirdly. I can hear you editing stuff while we're in transit, which is kind of funny to me. It's like smoke and fire trailing off of your grinder as you do some stuff. Oh, we're in gravity now. Okay, get ready. I'm going to start decelerating to parking. I think we own the ship, so I'm going to bring it into... No, I'll keep it out. Oh. We own the ship. We've hacked everything. It should be ours completely. So I will bring it in. I won't detach it from the plate yet, though, until we decide what we're going to do with it. Alright, we're back. Let me just, find... Yeah, technical blueprints is what I want. That's the contract. Oh. Too high for gravity. Contract first. Let's finish this contract. Great. Let's not look at... What the... Improve your reputation to unlock additional contracts. Interesting. In terms of what they're buying, how's pricing looking? I feel like prices have gone down overall, despite the fact the previous price is lower than currently. I think it went much further down, and now it's heading back up. Going rid of steel plate is just about 1,000 per. If we had like 1,000, we get 1,000,000. That's how numbers act. Okay. You know, I'm gonna do that that ship inventory management thing. What do you want to do with the ship itself, Vega, now that we have it and stole it? We could try selling it. We could try repairing it. We could scrap it for parts and then sell those. Keep those. A lot of options. Let's see here. We do have power cells aboard. Oh, this cargo is very full. We want to move out of it. How about we try to take all the radio comm components and put them in one place? Mission accomplished. How about detector all in one place? How about glass all in one place? Gold. Reactor components. Maybe just components. Oh, comp. Is this their official legal name then, huh? Oh, construction component, of course. It's technically a component. Are still too busy being busy. There's a whole cargo container we're not making use of. Let's see if the steel plate fits in there. Well, the steel tube. Yes. Let me try all steel tube in there. Alright, that worked well. What else is fairly little? I mean, there's the antenna components. That fits. Thruster. Reactor. Detector, not in that order. That's pretty clean. Then the inset connector, you should avoid having stuff in it. Move that out. Cryo chamber, control seat. I think now we're at a point where we can say hide empty. And now it's just the survival kit, which can't hold silver apparently. Couple cargo containers. We could move the ore in here, I suppose. Bulletproof glass as well. Stone likes being in there, that's fine. It's just the major cargo ones. We can optimize. Travel can go in here. A lot of this is just old tools that we either perished with or otherwise had at some point.
Meteor storm inbound.
I'll ignore that. 4,000. 2,000. You can fit there, barely. Interior plate can't really fit anywhere, so we'll put it with the bullets. Oh, we're splitting the metals. Right, over here then. Okay, the organization is not perfect, but it is improved. We should maybe get rid of the millions of welders we have. By millions, I mean 8. More weaponry. Move that over here then. Actual turret shells, we'll try and keep in one place. Goes here, that's a rifle. We want a rifle. Magazines. Found more drills and grinders. Multiple handguns. Multiple handgun ammo. MR20 versus the MR8P. Gatling ammo, put that elsewhere. Okay, inventory management interlude aside, I think we're in a good spot. What'd I miss? I think it's still in there. Okay. Could eat. I eat. I will buy some flatbread before we leave, and then we will leave. Do the roughly 15-minute journey back to base, and we will start doing normal base stuff. In particular, I want to see if we can fill out some of the... I mean, it's going to take a bit to sort of reconstitute some of the major missing parts of the gun platform. But we can at least start evaluating that. Plenty of food. Hello, buddy. Alright. All's well and good, though. Hello. Just about to head back home. You up to something? Oh, right, the ship we hauled. What's the plan? Test. Congratulations, you tested it. Is that the plan, or are you going to test it? Like, just physically deconstruct the vessel? I don't know if we got room on the ship for that. Our inventory is a little poor. Oops. I know this thing was hauling iron ore at some point. Oh, okay, this is being added to your collection of ships. Okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna steal some of the metals. Alrighty, he'll pretty much strip this interior dry. And I guess this may as well just carry this stuff in the ship itself. Okay, you probably don't want to sit in there for the entire journey back because there's no cryopod or food pausing. So you can head back into the Meridian and I will get us back home. Unless there's any last things you want to check out at the station. This was kind of your contract, your mission that we had to come out here for, so... Oh. You probably shouldn't sit in there for the entire duration of the trip back home. Probably because you'll run out of food. And there's no, like, cryopod inside. If there's any last thing you want to do at the station, do that now. The bus is ready to leave. Ah, good to know. Okay, get ready for the ship to depart in like 10 seconds. We are leaving! In like 10 seconds, I'm gonna start moving the ship. I gotta like wait slightly more time because I had to say that again. And we're off. So if there are okay, there's an ore hauler like 7 kilometers out. I imagine you want to steal that. I'll get us close. And I'm particularly excited for that because that might have gold in it. And if we can get jump drive, I'm very happy. This ship needs a way to charge itself. We don't really have battery... We don't have electricity generation, just storage. What? Possibly... Oh, okay. I thought... The fact that I could see the glow from inside the Meridian made me worried that you were grinding up the Meridian. Nah, it's just advanced lighting. Be advised, I am going to be slowing down soon. I don't want you accidentally slap. Oh. Okay, this is about as close as I think I can comfortably get legally. You're up. I saw some explosions. I assume that's it partially your doing. Yeah, I'm seeing some bullets whizzing by. I'm gonna try and maintain a consistent distance of like 3.2 kilometers, but there's a chance they're accelerating away from me if I get too close. We ain't getting it? Okay. Alright, off we go then. I'll maintain like a cruising speed until you return. Then I'll accelerate to full. Unless you died and respawned at danger base or something. Oh, there you are. Okay, we are at our moving speed. We are experiencing schmotion. Kind of enjoy just watching in third person you slowly go to work on the ship as we're just cruising back home. Mysterious machinations are occurring here. Oh wait, oh wait, hold on, this has got like thumbnail pop potential. Yeah. It's like a little bit like Ishery. I don't know, I like it. Wait, isn't this the front of the ship? I remember knocking this thing backwards. That is the front of the ship. Okay, so you're doing some work on the front of the ship. Next place, the cockpit, which I was confused about for a second. About 10 minutes till we are back home. And I do consider Danger Station our home. It's a good home. That merge block is not doing anything in that position. It physically can't attach to anything because the panels above it are in the way. Not to mention the fact that I never actually built any modules for it to hold. For gold, but I think I should just keep going. Ooh, fancy ion. Are we off course or is our heading off course? Oh, no, we have cruise control on. Our heading is our course. So we're off course. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Oh, I think that might have been safe house. I saw a mysterious blinking unknown beacon, and I was wondering if it was a new place we could explore, but I think it's just the safe house still. We never reprogrammed the beacon. I'm gonna wait till it flashes again. Yeah, it's totally safe house. That's funny. Okay, 2.5 minutes remaining, and then we will be at... Sorry, 3.5. My mistake. Let's shore up our angle a little bit. Decided what I'm gonna do. I'm going to we're gonna go home. I'm gonna dock the ship. I'm going to try and empty out the inventory as much as I can, and then I'm gonna go asteroid hunting. In the meantime, you feel free to work on this or the warship, which we should probably make a name for. I know it's like the Marauder too, but like it's ours now. We get the name. You got about a minute before I start decelerating. This ship doesn't have an ore detector on it. I can fix that before we leave. We almost certainly have the components. Oh, okay. I was wondering where you were. came from Rockwell and the planet's there, then the docking side should be over here, I think. Six friendly signals, time to dodge all of them. Oh, I was way off. Okay. I'm going to drop off our newly acquired ship here. And I'm going to dock the ship, empty the ship's inventory, and then go mining. And then maybe clean up the ships around here while you're here. Okay. Oh, we're in the gravity well, I see. So, what's the plan here? How would I conveniently empty this ship of its inventory? Oh. So I didn't get those very least. This one's not very full. Can be ignored. Large cargo container has plenty of room for random junk that I'm bringing to the table. Oh, where's the gold at? $10 gold. That doesn't feel like how much we had. But I guess that's how much we have. Okay. Warped cargo container. We got the big one, and then we got a bunch of small ones. But the small ones got important stuff in them. We'll get the prototech out of here. A lot of tubes. That's silver. Let's not get excited over a molecule who is a 2-letter shorthand on the periodic table that starts with an A. We don't need the artillery shells. We don't use them. That's for the Marauder too. Okay, I think we're mostly empty now. I shall depart for parts other than here. And then hopefully mine them. Wait! Nope. Just remembered. I've got an ore detector to build. I also need to reconnect the drill to the logistics. Also important. Let's troubleshoot the problem here. It is attached to the O2H2 generator. Is the O2H2 generator attached to anything? Perhaps not. Looks like it should be. Is the piston damaged in some way? Yes, it is. Mystery solved. It wasn't a logistics issue at all. That ought to have us in business. And we can test it. We good. Splendid. Okay, so in that case, I will simply put some of the iron ore we have aboard, which should immediately be pulled into the refinery. It is. My inventory components are okay enough to hold on my person. Let's go find some gold. Let's go attempt to find some gold. Ore detector. Ore detector, need that. Ore detector. Put that there. Do I have ore detector in the list of things? Yes, I do. What's the other one? Oh, maybe it's like DLC ore detectors. Where put this? I suspect near the bottom. Good enough place as any. Vaguely relevant to its use. Splendid. Right. Ore detector. Just the range, 150 meters, broadcasting antennas. All good, all good. I think we're ready. Let's get the large collection of danger-based GPS coordinates online, if only so that we know what places we have already checked. Wow, we were busy. Just because it's like known, reliable space, I'm interested in checking in the direction of Rockwell. Have we really not checked that asteroid right there? But also the reason I want to check the direction of Rockwell is I assume more valuable asteroids can be found further away from known space. Don't know if that's true, but I'm willing to believe it. This whole cluster over here seems mostly unexplored. Let's just start hopping. We're gonna hop in a way that vaguely takes us towards Rockwell, slowly jump by jump. Maybe I'll just jump to asteroids if we're in a cluster that's very far away. There's a good number here. I just checked our battery. I guess the ore detector is drawing more power. We only have a half hour to go. Also, what's draining our... Oh, is it ice? Did we pick up ice at the local ice store while we were at base? It's funny. Anyway, first asteroid. I saw something, but I didn't register what it was of. What material are you? Ice. This is ice. Could be ice and something. Circle around. I'm retracting the drill. Ice and nickel, okay. I guess continue the jumps vaguely towards Rockwell. Does this count as towards Rockwell? I mean, the moon's still on our viewport, so I'm gonna say yes. I have the suspicion that that one's a nice asteroid. Just the coloration of it. Why I'm skipping it. Maybe I shouldn't skip it, I don't know. You know what? It's in the same orbit. Let's just reach it. We'll do like a quick drift pass. And then bounce back up to that one. Actually, yeah. Commit to the plan. I have reason to believe it is not an optimal plan, but it's a plan. Also, this is, looking at it now, not an ice asteroid. Close to the tower. You've got to be kidding me. I didn't expect it to be this easy. We have gold. Gold detected. Iron detected. You can just make superconductors out of this asteroid. Refine the rock. Okay. Maybe I should add some floodlights to this ship if I'm going to be using it for mining. Highlights are on. Forward really slowly. Okay, looks like we have some digging to do. This vessel is not really a good visual... It doesn't have a good silhouette for drilling. We're gonna have to be methodical about this. Slowly scraping away a hole wide enough to dig through. Effectively have to construct some kind of negative pyramid. Depending on the shape of the asteroid, the gold a bit lower here might be better accessible. I'm just going to keep excavating until a good opportunity presents itself. I'm not worried about the fragility of the piston on the drill. Especially since I emptied my inventory, we don't have access to easy on-site repairs. But perhaps ultimately it doesn't matter because we now know where gold is.
Meteor storm inbound.
I'm not worried about that. One, we have bullets, and two, we have asteroid as cover. Ah, okay. Gold confirmed for physically existent. Now I just have to make a hole big enough to reach it. It could be in our best interest to sort of go because above is less concaving than below. A little nerve-wracking. I also don't want to accidentally void out too much of the gold by excavating. Some of it is inevitable. We can make this into a proper box of proper depth. I think we'll be in business. about that access. I'm getting a little too ambitious with the gyro. I've also sort of lost depth perception on how far away the rock is. Bit off here. Dang it. That's what I was worried about. And guess what? It happened. Yep. Piston head broke again. Large steel tube we're missing. At least reconstructing the drill won't be a problem. We can still use to excavate, just not... We're stuck off the logistics system. Are we too close to the rocks?
Inventory full.
I'm trying to consider where am I going to find 8 large steel tube. I don't think the survival kit can make large steel tubes. Yep. What about you? Yeah, none of those objects I'm seeing here are large steel tubes, so we are out of luck. Unfortunate. At the very least, we can continue excavating. Just so that we are maximally ready. Come back here. It's not even that far. 15 kilometers out. That's like a 2-3 minute drive. I was expecting much worse. That's the benefit and or detriment of droids. Never know what you're gonna find. To this day, I still don't know what's here. Granted, we could drill a little bit of the gold and then just not use the logistics system. I could like impromptu swap out. I could maybe remove some of the conveyoring elsewhere on the ship to just ransack a few tubes. This has taught me a lesson. Have some construction equipment on vessel for intermittent repairs. It's a good lesson. It's the lesson they probably teach you on the Eternity's Advent. You were the one who went to try and take it. Yeah. That's the one we tried to take earlier on the way back. Just had a thought. I could leave the ship here. Go back to Danger Base myself. Get the tubes come back. A little silly, but within my physical capability. I think we can reach it now. I am going to do that. First, let's mark this spot. F1C775. There's disagreement. Good enough. And then I guess I don't need the rest of them active right now. Okay, danger base is that way. Away we go. In a sense, this is a faster plan because I can go an additional 10 meters per second. Which will equate to, like, I don't know, a few seconds earlier. Plus, the acceleration is better, so we can get up to speed and get back down to not speed in better time. So ultimately, this was a really good tactical decision on my part. Is a little boring. I mean, it would have been boring either way. And hopefully it's boring for less time, since this is faster. We should make like a drone resupply Sherpa type system. I imagine a drone that sort of sits on standby back at the base, and we use some like laser antennas to have a feedback there. we can remote activate it and type in a coordinate for it to just like fly out to and reach, which would theoretically be our location so that we can get the supplies from it. And it's just sort of a general purpose container full of various construction equipment, maybe some drills, maybe some food. You know, just your classic Armored Core 6 supply Sherpa in Space Engineers. Don't know if we would include the gyroscopic, the gimbaling hydrogen thrusters on that thing. Okay, some of these. Let's try 15. We can fit 10. Fine. All right, back to gold. Yeah. Okay, so where exactly is the meridian relative here? I've completely lost my orientation, so I will not be able to figure it out. We were on the non-illuminated side of the asteroid, so no matter what, we are going to have to circle around somewhere. Is that glowy dot the meridian? Feels weird that I wouldn't. Oh, at least the signal is separating. 4 mixed? The GPS, the ship, and then the ore detectors report. Is that the ship right there? Have we been gone so long that it's now, daytime? Were we in an eclipse? Was that what the problem? We shouldn't have been in an eclipse. I don't know. Either way, sunlight. Good to see. Nice crater we've built for ourselves. We did good work on that. Oh, okay, maybe it's simply that. Craters so deep don't look bright. Ooh. Back to mining. Back to some fine mining. Okay. I believe we now have the clearance to proceed. Just quick, make some extra room. Let's begin. The survival kit is activated probably because of some latent stone we picked up. Much we got so far. 12,000 in ore. I don't know how much mass we lose in the refining process. I know it's not ignorable, and I know that a Prototech refinery does better yield-wise. Probably look that up. We've pumped slightly. Oh yeah, the viewport's hitting the rock. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna try and like lower ourselves, and then we'll pivot around the actual drill. Can't actually see what we're getting as a result of this. Classic lever fulcrum action. I'm going to dampen, I'm going to move outward slowly. And the drill will scrape the ceiling as we recede. Since that connector has not been touched, that implies that we have plenty more room for gold. Pretty good for a general utility ship. Okay, we're starting to get to meaningful amounts of mass in the ship. Well, I guess volume. Volume is the limiting factor. Well. Maybe I should add a camera. Oh, this is already a pretty good point of view for at least this scenario. On. Okay, quick inventory check. Control seat's empty. That's expected. Cryo chambers are empty. Suppose those only get filled as a last resort. And I think they can only hold... No, they can hold anything. Okay, so this is full, if you include the stone. This is like half full, if you include the stone. This is full if you include the stone. I think this is enough. I think we can justify our actions here. Let us collect our gains and go home. Checking how Thega's doing. We're NAD right now, so Thega doesn't know about this secret checkup on whatever illicit activities are happening. I assume it's mostly organizing the ships, maybe repairing the Marauder, etc. With the Marauder loot missing an entire nacelle, it's going to be a patchwork nonsense no matter what we do. I wonder if I should add like an emergency reactor to this ship. Maybe just some solar panels. We don't really use that much energy at all. Kinda wish I had the colorable solar panel pack. Not what it's called. Don't know what pack it's in. I could check. The decorative pack 3. Okay. Every single one of the packs have its benefits. They are of good value. I wonder if because of the new update, the packs that aren't the brand new Prosperity pack are on sale or not. I didn't check. I can't afford one at full price right now, but I can afford one at discount. Thanks to all of my Counter-Strike 2 gains. Currently sitting at just under $5. Not all of that is Counter-Strike. Some of that is old Team Fortress 2 stuff. The occasional 1 or 2 Steam trading cards. And like, it's not enough, barely, to get a pack at full price, but sometimes the packs are 50% off and I could get one of them. But I'm not really somebody who's in the habit of spending money. Not like I usually ever have any of it to spend. And we're back. Where's my, the docking station? Could be over there. Wood. You know, we could afford to maybe add a solar panel or 2 on the top. We got room for it. Probably would look nice as well. It'll also fit in the bottom. It'd be a decent quality of life upgrade to this vessel. Also make sure that the survival kit works even in an atmosphere of extreme abandonment. Enough power to keep the systems running. Theoretically. Okay. First axis aligned. Second axis aligned. We are locked. Okay, the refinery should now be stealing all the gold off the ship. Gravity is a little weird. Artificial gravity at 1? That doesn't make sense. We didn't set the artificial gravity. The Marauder? Just one of the other ships? You? Hold on. We have to follow this to its origin. It's absolutely the Marauder. Okay. Yeah. Everything's fallen into place. Also, I can hear you welding away at the Marauder. How's that going, by the way? What have you been working on? Looks like you used some interior wall here. I remember welding through this hole. Fantastic. And we probably do have the material somehow. We have a lot of material to work with. Hold on, I'm getting some steel plate, interior plate, you know, stuff. Maybe some construction components while I'm at it. Oh, I have those. Okay. Hold on, I gotta reorient myself as to where everything is. What particular thing? Oh, the other nacelle. You've completely rebuilt it. Incredible. Nice work. Wait, you even put down sci-fi hydro. Are you... I mean, the armor sheet's fine. We can decorate. I'm gonna fix the floor that... Oh, okay. That is absolutely fine. You've done good work. Did the gravity turn off? Is that just like a you thing? Okay. That's fine. Saves on power, especially when we're not working on it actively. Just want to put back the interior wall. Alright. Better paint job than what I've provided could be done, but whatever it takes for the moment. At least we'll know. Okay. Good to see this. We could even just drag this back over to Rockwell and say, hey, repair this. Can't we generate a repair quote here? No, we only have storage services right now. Okay, that makes sense. It'd be weird if we could just pay out of the blue to do that. Okay, so the question is, what the refinery? What are you up to? You are processing the gold. Very slowly, I might add. And I'm starting to think we might not have enough gold. Because, like, what is that conversion? 6. Okay, 199, 192. 6. It's like 7-ish liters per. But the mass is going down by like 20. And we know how to measure this in mass. So mass goes down by 20 each time. This mass goes up by, that's uranium. Point 0.2. And this number is the mass. So for 20, we get 0.2. For 200, we get 2. For 2,000, we get 20. We need 8,000. Just like 800,000 ore? Plus, it's going to take a really long time to refine. So that's a concern. Means we're actually going to have to do like multiple trips. Might be ways to... I don't know if there's ways to improve the yield. Where's our modules at? We get speed. Yield. Okay, hold on a second now. I've barely ever touched modules before. Stop. I worry the station does not have enough power to handle this. But if we move to a yield-based approach to refining, it might save us some headache. These are just power efficiency modules. They're not really helping. We could double up the power efficiency on the assembler, just make that energy efficient. We could also put more modules in other locations. What's the consequences of this? Increased production yield of refineries when connected. It doesn't sound like there's a catch. Oh, there is a catch. You require superconductors. So we'd be investing gold into this to make it good. How better is it? Yield module is a functional block attached to it. Okay. Construction effectiveness increase. Like other modules, dimension of 1 by 1 by 2, only available for large grids. Must be sufficiently powered, and the module needs to have 1 or 2 of its attachment points for the refinery to work. If only one attachment point is matched, the resulting effect is halved. One yield module can be attached across the attachment points of 2 different refineries, giving half the boost each. So, for a number of yield modules, the rough increase is 20%, but it compounds up to 4 yield modules, giving 200%. So with 1 yield module, we can go from 100% to 119%. 2 is 141, 3 is 168. So you get a lot of benefit from having a lot of yield. Okay. Does it seem like it... Okay, yeah. Seems like there's no downside. I'm kind of used to the modules from Space Engineers, which, except for energy efficiency, do have downsides. Like the productivity module, which is basically the yield module. You get more ore from... You get more product from your mining, but the mining is either slower or requires more energy. I forget which. Probably both. Probably only one. But like, there's like a balanced downside. Here, though, it seems like it's just pure upside. Meanwhile, I want to add some solar panels to the Meridian. So give me 4 of those. One for the top and bottom of each nacelle is the idea. We got this lovely 2x4 space to put it on. The positioning decided on. One down.
Energy low.
I have enough energy to finish this at least. Okay, solar panels complete. Now, aside from hydrogen fuel restocking and just inventory distribution, this vessel no longer has any need to stay connected to the grid. Though it is important now because we are offloading the gold. Let's just confirm that all of the gold is being offloaded. My intention to move it to the base's large cargo container. Now that we have something in there. Okay, there is no more gold on the ship. I want to see how well the ship is capable of recharging itself with the solar panels. So let's go sit in the sun for a bit and see what happens. Seems like with only 2 panels at like full blast to the sun, we are still energy negative. Which is unfortunate. We fixed that. What's running on the ship that would take more power than just ambient? Required input 200 kilowatts. 10 kilowatts, 100 kilowatts. These don't take power. And the batteries are depleting. Antenna's 20. Drill is 2. Turrets aren't doing anything. Thrusters are chill. The O2H2 generator is 500, but it shouldn't be running right now. And it's not. The ore detector isn't reading as taking any power, which is a surprise to me. Cargo, hydrogen tanks, 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt, that's like... And these are providing 159 each for 2 of them. Survival kit is 200. Well, I guess it really is just a case of... What about the cryo? Okay. And, okay, the air vents are a lot. Why is room pressure going down?
Meteor storm inbound.
But assuming that's like at full blast right now, and the survival kit, that's 400, that would explain why we're going under. So if I disable this... We are recharging. Okay, that's an issue. We're giving this like the best circumstances, and it's not enough to hold stable. Imagine the solution would be add more solar panels. We don't have room for more solar panels. Not cleanly, at least. Did I forget to fill a hole in the bottom of our ship? Take care of it. What panels we already have fit so well where we've placed them. Anything more would start to obstruct awkwardly. I suppose we accept these solar panels as simply a stalling tactic and not a real power method. Which is unfortunate, but what power they do provide is appreciated. We can always just go to the base and just stockpile energy. Might cause problems somewhere else, but still. Oh yeah, I think that's the basis battery. I think we have a bit of a power problem. A power problem that will not get better when we start using the jump drive for things. I want one of those yield modules. Even if it's just one, I think it's worth it. I don't know if I've placed... I should have placed a module. Yep, there it is. Just have what we need for it, huh? Now as for where to place it, I'm just gonna try and excavate out here until I find some more module nodes. There's one. The combination of the music becoming like a monotone electrical drone combined with the fact that I immediately stopped moving upon bumping into the back of the conveyor pipe behind me made me really momentarily scared that the entire game froze up violently. Okay, we got a speed module, which I don't particularly care about. We got the yield module. Okay, there's the module attachment points. We are lining them here. Okay, our yield for ores should now be better. Frankly, I'm feeling the draw to add more. After all, it's just more value. I don't exactly remember the orientation of... I'm upside down. I don't remember where exactly on the refinery the modules are. I suspect some in a line. They're probably on the opposite side now. Because I gotta dig this way. And looking at the panel for the refinery itself, it seemed like it had access for 8 ports, which would imply 4 modules overall, assuming full blast on all of it. But
inventory full.
Again, it seemed like there was a way to distribute the value. I'm rambling. I'm not even rambling in an entertaining way. I'm just failing to say the words I want to say. Either way... We've reached it. The legendary other side of the refinery. Is it simply here? Do they just constitute one particular... Yeah, okay. Well, turns out that which we truly sought was closer than we thought. In a more abstract emotional setting, that would be a very poignant lesson about appreciating what you have. But in this case, it is a much more literal, oops, you went too far to reach your target destination. Okay. A little bit here, a little bit there. Ask myself, how am I going to get back? Didn't think I had enough on me to do that. Surprised we had enough superconductors. Okay. Our yield should, according to me looking at the unofficial community resource on knowledge, should have increased to 168%, or which is an alternate with bleh. In other words, 68% increase. This should make the gold requirement much less bad. At no additional power, if I'm reading this correctly. How long? Oh no, I'm looking at the assembler. Yep, there it is, right there. Yield rate 168. And it is power efficiency, yield, yield, and yield. The power problem situation is bothering me, but it's okay. We are away. So I think it processes the same amount of ore, but we just get more per. Yeah, these are now 0.6 increases. Whereas on the mass side here, we are still going down by 624. Okay, so it feels like it's increased speed a little bit, but that might just be a difference in update speed or something. Going good, though. Means we only need 60,000 gold ore. Which, if we check, we have. We're set. All we gotta do is wait for it to finish refining, which will take a long time. But I'm okay with that. In fact, some of that doesn't even necessarily have to be on air. I forgot that we used to live in the squalor of no convenient airlock. I've been away from home for too long. Thank goodness I did not plant anything. They would have all been dead. That said, let's get planting. We'll sleep in the bed. Actually, how's the ice situation? Ice situation looking good. I figure that the ice situation has stayed stable because we're not actually using any of it for anything. There was a time when we had none of any resource, so the ice was being distributed for every resource. But our oxygen tank is full now, our hydrogen tank is full now, and we're not currently growing anything. So all of the ice consumption has paused. Good news for us. Things are going well, and I'm excited because the moment we have that jump drive... Okay, not the moment. We get the jump drive, we gain a capability. It is the capability to go a long distance in a short jump. There are caveats that make that not so good for us right now. Mainly the fact that we do not have the power infrastructure to actually sustain it. So we could spend like an hour charging the thing and then jump once, and then we have to wait an hour, but we're not even at the base that has all the power generation, so it won't even work. Which means we may want to invest in nuclear power. The transition to nuclear power does concern me, primarily because I do not like the fact that uranium is not a renewable resource. I would have preferred to go with solar power, etc., etc. But we do have access to uranium. We have the resources and probably the just parts lying around to make a nuclear reactor. So we take one of those, glue it to the jump drive, have it be the dedicated power source for the jump drive, and it puts us in a good spot. It just, like, is a part of the jump drive module that we make. The hyperspace ring. Might be good for us. We will investigate this, though. Prior to all that, though, we need to get planting. Start with a vegetable. Normally I start on the other side with fruit. I decided to mix it up a bit. But instead of mixing up what plants I put where, I am instead mixing up the order in which I plant them. It's a double mix-up. Your expectations have been destroyed. I need to remind myself to rotate these plots. Kind of want the little underground pipe thing going under them to all be connected. Which is to say I need to rotate this one specifically and all of these. Why won't they let me plant a rock? You should be able to plant a rock in one of these. It turns it into like a Zen garden instead of a regular garden. I guess you would more want sand for that, but there are like individual rocks in a Zen garden. Not the point, I suppose. Either way, all is going well. In an in-game half hour, which probably will not even have elapsed by the start of the next stream, just because I don't do much off-stream stuff for Spengineers. We'll have plants. The gold is refining at a high yield, so we are getting good gold efficiency there. Once that's finished, we can make a jump drive. Nice little module that can be used by whatever ship we're going on an excursion with. The jump drive module, which for general purposes I'm going to call the hyperspace ring, should be a legitimate functioning ship in its own right in the event that whatever ship we are actually exploring with gets destroyed in the line of fire. Because operating procedure for the jump drive would be jump in somewhere at a regular sane distance, detach the ship, and then the ship goes into the danger. The ship being better equipped for dealing with the danger. So if we lose the ship, we want the jump drive to be available to basically evacuate us back. And also to keep the jump drive without it being lost to space. It's an insurance policy that it is attached to a different ship. And I know that my inspiration is the hyperspace rings that the starships in the Star Wars prequels have, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a giant ring. We'll figure something out. In the meantime, I'm Exception. This isn't TV. Have a good day. And good night.